K4 that matters. But is there any emergency or priority traffic? None heard. If there is, 911, and then we'll talk to you if you can. For information on this net, you can go right now to YouTube, look in the search block of YouTube and put K4PEW. That's my call, Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey, and it'll bring up the surface, the face of my radio, and you can see you can see my SWR at the moment, but you can also see your signal quality. You can hear what your signal sounds like to me, rather than if you can't hear other stations, they can all hear that. Also hear that on my YouTube video. But kind of unique. I know that the Summer County Net does theirs on Facebook, which is kind of neat. I don't have Facebook, so. But anyway, I think YouTube. Besides, it's tougher to do on YouTube because it had other special requirements. You have to have over 1,000 subscribers to do over a few minutes. And so I have that, thankfully. Thanks to most of you and some others. My paid subscribers, no, they're not really paid. It's, yeah, I wish. Anyway, also you can go to our website, 146415.net. 146415.net. I really shouldn't have to repeat that. Just look on the face of your radio and you'll get the whole thing, except for the .net. You can also go to our groups site, which is groups.India Oscar. That's groups.io, and just put in MJSS, which is Mount Juliet Simplex Society, in the search block there. If you're not already there, you can sign up for our email reminder system for the nets around the area, as well as you can have a forum for ask questions, technical help, etc., or just a Dear Abby kind of thing. Well, we don't do much of that really. All right. This net, normally we do the net at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, as if I haven't said this enough. And tonight we conducted that at 146.415 FM Simplex. Purpose of that is to have fun, figure out who you can hear, who you can't hear, and if you have to take steps to fix that, if you can. Sometimes if you're in a really low area or you're really far away from me, you're gonna have a tough time. I have a footprint that's roughly 45 miles, in all directions, roughly. It depends on where you are. I can hear handhelds in Lebanon. I can hear handhelds downtown Nashville. So I have a pretty good view, footprint from up here on the mountaintop. Because of the snow and everything, ski lift's usually broken. At any rate, announcements. Tonight we're going to be doing 3 nets. Well, actually 4. They're not going to. A couple of them are short, so don't worry about it. The first one, of course, is this one. The next one is going to be, we're going to do 446 415 on 70 centimeters, and then we'll be doing the 10 meter net on 28.415, and then we're going to do the 28.415, and then the 220 net on 223.415. And see if we had anything else to add to that. No, I think that's it. Let's see. Hold on one second. Well, does anybody have any other announcements besides next Sunday's 10 meter net? It's also is on the 28.415 at 7:30 p.m., which is handled very well by Michael KM4YRF. He also fills in for me when I'm sick or out of town or whatever. So he does a good job. I appreciate him and others who have filled in. This is our 880th net, and let's see, that's hard to believe it. We're in our 9th year, 8.5 years, I think, so far. So anyway, appreciate all of it. Does anybody have any other announcements? All right, nothing heard. We'll be starting the net. This, like I said, we're starting from the east, and this is net number 880. But first, we have a little thing we want to do. Very important. Tonight, we're placing Lee KK4 SXX. That's Kilo 4 Sierra X-ray at the top of our check-in list. Lee was a son, husband, father, fellow ham, and a friend. KK4 SXX. Calling KK4 SXX. Calling KK4 SXX. No response heard. Rest in peace, Lee. All righty. We're taking mobile, and for those of you who knew Lee, he was a really nice guy, good outgoing guy, good sense of humor, family man, man of faith. It's so sorry to see him go. He passed away the 6th. Let's see, where was I? Just got to think about things here for a minute. Okay, we're taking mobile and short time. Please come in. I heard something. No mobile or short timers?
Kilo Delta short term Victor mobile.
Ah, very good. Got you in there. You on Briley?
Almost.
Okay, very good. Well, very good. Hope you're doing well. You're gonna be here later, I hope.
I will. I'll see you on the next one.
Very good. That was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo on the east side of Nashville over near Briley. That's Greg. And he's mobile. Who else is mobile or short on time? All right, nothing. We're looking for check-ins from the east then. Please come now. Hello, hello, hello. Looking for check-ins from the east. All right, from the north.
Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha.
Hello, Ricky. It's gonna be a really short nap. We'll keep this up. Okay, I also heard the. Hold on one second, Ricky. We had Kilo Delta 4 Sierra Alpha Hotel. I think you might know him. Yeah, very good. Hold on, Ricky. Are you copying the Kilo Delta 4 Sierra Alpha Hotel?
Yeah, roger that. I got a great copy on it.
Yeah, it's a little rough to me, so if I need a translator, or a relay, I should say, I'll let you know. How's it going, Ricky?
Well, it's going pretty good. I was just wondering what's going on with the airwaves. I tell you, I was trying to listen to Steve's net last night, and he had a lot of static and was barely picking him up in Bowling Green. And I noticed that you have a lot of static too. I'm just wondering if that wind did do something to my antenna.
No, it's pretty much everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but it seems to be prevalent all over. I don't know whether, I really don't know what the reason is. I'm going to blame NES, National Electrical Service, for because they had so much power problems. Maybe they're the problem.
Okay, as long as everybody else is having the same problems, then I'm not going to worry about it too much because, I was just wondering, with that high winds, I was looking at my antenna and it was almost bent over double. So I wasn't sure what was going on inside all that, up inside of it.
They're in the northern sector.
Yeah, roger that. Well, that's one of the reasons why I was checking in tonight. First of all, was because I wanted to make sure that I was getting out and I was being able to hear some, folks. But and also I'm kind of looking at your YouTube page, and I've got a fairly good signal. It's not as great as it used to be. I think I was putting almost a 9 on you not too long ago, but now it seems like I'm only just doing about a 7.
Well, there's a reason. I also have my lesser antenna up. It's about at the same height, but it has about 10% less gain. That's why it might be a little lower. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah, I was wondering why I went from 9 to 7. So that explains. It's not me. It's you.
Exactly. Yeah, and the noise isn't me though. I can't take credit for the noise. Anything else for the net, Ricky?
No, just 73s to everybody out there, and God bless you. This is K4B. Going to hang around a little bit and listen to see who all checks in.
Very good. That's Ricky, and he does the Simplex Net in Sumner County from Portland. That's Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha, and that's at 7. No, yeah, now you got to correct me again. What time is it at? It's on 147.555, and at what time, Ricky?
Yeah, roger that. Frequency 147.555 on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock.
That's right. It was I changed it in the reminder system, but I didn't change it in my brain. It's 7 p.m. Thursday nights. That's tomorrow night. 147-555. So be there. Ricky runs a real nice net up there from Portland, and he gets out pretty good. Anyway, that's a Kilo 4 Bravo whiskey out of you. Steve, are you copying? Well, I know you're copying Ricky, but you're going to stick around and see how many stations you can hear. Yeah, I copied almost none of that. Ricky, can you give me a translation?
Yeah, roger that. Relay, and he said that the wind was pretty bad up in where he was at, and pretty much messed up his antenna. He just got back a new one put up Tuesday. When got 20 foot, I think, piece of Schedule 40 to put up his new antenna. I hope they got most of that.
Oh no, very good, Steve. I appreciate you being there. I'll probably have a little better luck once I get my main antenna fixed up again. My other, I'm on the lesser of two antennas, so I hope to hear you again on the air. Appreciate you being there with Steve, Kilo Delta 4 Sierra Alpha Hotel, and he's in Bethpage here in Tennessee. Who else is north?
WB0NO.
It's a pleasure to have such a fine station on the air there, Mark. You sound clear and concise.
Well, good. I fall into the category of the antenna appeared to be bent double, but I think it survived.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. How do you bend over a disco?
It's hard.
I've got to get my disco. My disco is sitting in the attic. It's connected to another onto my SBR.
Yeah. I just bought one of those little black tram antennas, dual banders, and stuck it up in the attic so that I've got a little better, maybe a better backup antenna. So all I had up there was a ground plane. It just didn't work at all.
Oh, is it 5/8 ground plane?
Quarter wave.
Oh, that's almost better than a through glass antenna on a car.
Yeah, almost. I was looking at those the other day in the catalog, and they were talking about how many dB down they were compared to a quarter wave on a roof, and they were only claiming it was like 0.2 dB, and I'm thinking, it's more like 20.
Oh yeah, I don't put I have one. I still have one on the car. I bought that through glass antenna. It's been on 3 different cars. And I just put it on there because I will have another radio on a normal antenna, a real antenna, and I might scan with another like a handheld radio on the through glass antenna.
Yeah. Well, you sound good. Did you lose your 25 footer?
No. It's I got to check. I'm pretty sure I got one of the two things I got. There's a component inside the antenna that's bad because I got like a SWR of it looks like 5, and I've got to get out there and take the antenna down and see if it's the feed line or what the heck's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, you sound fine to me. So, what more can I say? Anyway, have a great evening, and Ned, I'll be listening.
Yeah, well, you sound like a saying my mother used to say. It was kind of funny. At least I still have fun with it with my wife because there would be somebody who had let's just say a rough reputation in town, and my mother played piano and she was a professional piano player, and so she met a lot of people, and somebody would say, well, he did this and he did this, he was really rotten, he did this, he did, people would be tearing somebody up, and she'd always say, well, he was always nice to me. I was gonna get, yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd say that about Karl Marx. Okay. Anyway, that was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Who else is east or north? Oh, very good. Foxtrot Echo Golf. Forgot your first name. Sorry about that. Oh, great. Another Kevin. I'm sorry, another Bethpage. We don't have too many Kevins out there, but How goes it up there? And where you must be in the same vicinity as I guess Steve and oh, there's a couple others up there on Bethpage that are also here. I don't know if you know them
I've met a few people. I don't believe I've met those gentlemen, but I'm on Rock Springs.
though. Oh, Rock Springs, very good. How goes it up there from your windstorm?
I didn't take any damage. There was stuff around me, but not really directly beside me. I'm very good.
Yeah, that it was the winds were strong here, and it tore down some relatively small limbs on my trees, but other than that, it really wasn't so bad. I know that it was worse, a lot worse up in Joelton and Ashland City and up in your area.
Yeah, copy that. It was interesting from downtown. That was an interesting thing to fly around that day.
I was interesting downtown where?
Downtown around Elmville Place, we had some air conditioners on our roof that was quite a bit of damage. A lot of things slamming around the roof.
Yeah, I mean there was stuff on the roof, like panels from the air conditioning units.
Yeah, they went flying everywhere, punching holes, flat roofs, punching holes, all that.
Yeah, that's one thing that I did a lot of work in commercial and industrial air conditioning in Florida, and that's one of the problems with rooftop units. You have to be. Some people are very casual about securing covers on rooftop units. You say, okay, one screw will do it, or no screws, because it'll just sit there, and it's not a good practice.
Yeah, well, they wanted $100,000 to replace it. So I don't know if they did enough damage for it.
Oh wow, yeah, that's rough. I saw after Hurricane, oh gosh, Charlie, I think it was. It came ashore in Punta Gorda, Florida, down south of Sarasota, south of Bradenton, Sarasota. And I went to look at the damage. And the first time I had seen it, it was the fins on the rooftop units, the condenser itself, they were all flattened. And I said, I can't imagine wind flattening those off. I've never seen anything like that. It would take like a lot. But I realized it was the driving rain with 150-mile-an-hour wind. Driving rain, it flattened out all the fins.
Yeah, I did a little hurricane stuff down there.
Oh yeah, no, that was right. You were talking about after Andrew.
No, this would have been maybe 99. This would have been after that.
Okay, yeah, well, some of those storms down there really, really tear up the rooftops, I'll tell you. They'll tear up all kinds of rooftops. Anyway, Kevin, good to have you in there. Anything else for the net?
No, that's it. Have a good night. I'm going to keep listening.
Very good. That's Kilo Quebec 4, Foxtrot Echo Golf in Rock Springs. That's Kevin. Who else is east or north?
KD4VW North in Bethpage.
Hey, that sounds like Carlin.
Yeah, sure is. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Carlin, I messed up your call. I know it's 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. It's K. What is there else? Is there another letter? Is there another letter in there?
Delta. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey.
Ah, very good. Now I got it. How goes it up in your way? Do you have any wind issues?
Yeah, it kind of peeled up some of the shingles off the south end of the house down there. I went around picking it up. I was out there watching them peel off and standing there thinking, stop the wind. But just about everybody up and down the road here on Mount Vernon East here had shingles peeled up. I'm sure it's that way on down the road and all around here. So I'm supposed to have a insurance lady called here day before yesterday and going to be here on the 15th. So I don't know how that's going to go. She was already asking how old was the roof. I'm going like, what's that got to do with anything? I've got cost replacement, so I don't know. You know how it goes when you're dealing with those people. They're trying to get out as cheap as possible. So, but anyhow,
I was out during the wind. I was standing around. I was watching my antennas wave back and forth. I know there's been several people that lost towers. One in particular that I talked to quite a bit, AG4QK over in Cross Plains. He had a 60-foot tower that came down, went through his roof, and had his antennas in his bathroom. So that's one that I know of. And there was something about a commercial tower over at Springfield that went down. I don't know if that was a radio station or if that was a cell tower or whatever it was, but it's supposed to be a big one, they claim. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything more about it. But generally here, yeah, I had two trees. There was an apple tree out here that my mama planted from a single seed, and it took it half in two, so it's going to have to be cut down. And then there's a maple tree, and there's a bunch of maple trees in front of the house here. They're in a grid square, and one of them out here on the driveway busted off in part of the trunk and fell across the driveway, and that's about it. Just been, sitting back and hoping nothing else happens.
Yeah, what's funny is because the roofs can be replaced and antennas can be replaced, but when you have a tree that gets destroyed, it's not as much, it's going, insurance ain't going to pay for, ain't going to make a new tree.
Well, the bad thing about the tree is there's power lines that run over the northern, there's like, there's three of them between the driveway where it turns into coming to the carport and the road out there. And the power lines kind of run over the top of those. And when Tri-County come and trimmed them here a couple of years ago, they didn't topple. They just decided to whack off half the tree up through there. And that's kind of what weakened that tree there, because they really just scalped it right up the side. I was not very happy, and by the time my daddy come over and looked at it, he was really mad. So I don't know. They kind of contributed to that happening to that tree. So I don't know. Nothing you can do about it. That's what they done 2 years ago. Well, let me check out here so other people can check in. And I'll be listening here. I'll be listening to number 223-415. I've got the other band set up over there right now. So with that said, good evening to everybody, and hope everything goes okay, and we'll have a good net tonight. So with that said, this is Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey, and I'll be clear and back to the net.
Very good. That's Carl in Bethpage, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Who else is east or north? East, north, or west?
W4EBX, east.
What? You got your TV busted?
Do what?
Is your TV busted? You're not watching a movie?
Oh, how did you know?
Because you always tell me you're going to watch a movie. That's why.
Oh, well, we did take it down off the wall. It finally went out after about 10 years.
Oh, that's funny. I was only joking. I just presumed that you were on the net during a normal time, because normally say I'm going to check in early because me and the XYL are watching a movie.
Well, it was about time for the TV to go out. It's been a good one though, but it did go out, and I did take it down today. So thanks for doing the net, and hope everybody's doing okay.
Got a great signal, a nice situation with his the QTH and his tower, so he does real well. He can work most stations probably on one walk, which I've seen him do. Who else is east or north or west?
Yeah, 4 WBZ West.
Hey, very good, Chris. Did you catch the beginning of the net?
It's not far beginning. You were already talking, so I didn't catch the very beginning.
Oh, I did the silent key check-in for late.
Oh, cool. Did you record that on YouTube?
It'll be at the front end of YouTube. Yes, it will.
I'll save that. I think they had them recorded the one club met the other night. Dan did one from Harry's night. In case anybody wants to go, the funeral is Friday at 1:30 at the Hills Funeral Home over in Bellevue area. Visitation service starts at 1:30. Yeah, that's to coordinate pallbearers, the audience, support the family. Everything's good with y'all. Didn't get too much damage here from some of my neighbors did storm the other day. A big tree blew over on top of the apartment building. A couple of cars got hit with downed trees. Fortunately, none of them were mine. It didn't look like the damage was too severe. Yeah, still quite a bit. A lot of wind.
Oh yeah, not good. Yeah, it just pays to. I guess I learned a lesson from it when I lost my antenna the first two times that you need to guy an antenna. You know that whether it's I think even I don't know whose towers got hurt or whatever, but sure does pay to have guy wires on a tall mast. It would stop a lot of that. I mean, the antenna can take even the like the 510s. The 700 I think takes 100-mile-an-hour winds, which is well, I think you can take. I don't know because it bent my mast the last 100-mile-an-hour wind we had, but didn't bend the antenna. But anyway, guying systems is a good idea.
Yeah, and I also had the lab that you guys talked about the dark views. I saw 20 down in South Florida, and I see it here too. Up on the rooftop, they're looking for one of those package units, RTUs, whatever you want to call them. For me, I'm usually looking for a duct protector, fire alarm system. We'll put those in there sometimes. Not every unit is somewhere down in the building. Always got to start looking for it up there in the unit that they got. But yeah, I can't count how many times I've gone up there to go look for them and find out the door's not even closed. It may or may not be hinged. The hinge is probably just latched. They don't even latch those. If it's not hinged, then they got screws to screw it in. And there's usually a pile of screws that's either on they're below it or on top of the unit, which ultimately get blown away. Yeah, there's a whole lot of them rooftop units. I need to close up.
No, I've even seen them blown off the roof. I think you have too.
Yeah, not here though. I've seen a few times down Florida after, man, not even hurricanes, like a couple good tropical storms that come off the roof there at Indiantown, over south of Okeechobee. I've seen a couple other ones too. Not really too many down around Miami. Seems to be further up north. Like we got that one year before, where we had two hurricanes make landfall about a mile apart over by Stewart. And yeah, it did a lot of damage up there. But anyway, I'm gonna have to talk to them all that long. Anyway, I'll turn it back over to Net and hopefully they have a nice evening. Yeah, what did it easy.
Yeah, very good. That was Chris in Hermitage, and that's Kilo India 4 Whiskey Bravo Zulu. By the way, it's a good signal. Who else is Wes?
KM4YRF, KN4TJF.
Rick's not up to speed.
He still has no power.
Oh man, are you gonna take him some more fuel?
Well, I imagine he'll get that on the way home from work. But he said that it may be a few more days before they have power restored.
Man, he's roughing it, isn't he?
Oh yeah, thank God he's got that little generator. At least he's been able to keep the food from spoiling and able to have a light or two.
Oh yeah, well, that's really the biggest issue with food, and well, it depends on what the heating issue is, but because with the gas heat, you would probably be able to support the fan.
Yeah, everything there is electric, so he doesn't have gas or anything like that, and just hope that that they get his power back on sooner than later.
Yeah, I'm. That's how many days now? What is it, 5 days?
Well, I think it was last Saturday, and they've been having to go to their daughter's house to take a shower.
Well, it's pretty normal for him. He doesn't have to wait till Saturday, does
Well, he only goes on Saturday.
he? He can't show up at the breakfast. They throw him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll be there Saturday night, but maybe, who knows?
Well, let's hope he gets his power back so we can hear him on the air and he can have his family get back to normal.
Absolutely. I can't wait to try out DMR on Saturday night.
Oh, we have to set up a time to do that sometime before that. I hear you got a good signal.
Yeah, Greg had a great signal to me, and I had a good signal to him. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me as well.
Yeah, he put the mojo in that thing.
He sure did.
Yeah, very good. Anything else on that, Mike?
Nope, we missed you on the Cheatham County Net Tuesday.
Yeah. See, they need to do that twice a week so I can miss it twice a week.
Yeah, they don't have the same ideology as we have. And I guess I have nothing further. So back to Net, Paul. Thank you for what you do.
Very good. That's Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. And he's taking in Rick, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. And that's he's over in Ashland City with no power. So it's a kind of a virtual check-in, I guess. Who else is Wes?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack, still in Donaldson.
Ah, very good. It hasn't moved at all.
No, and I hear all these stories, and man, I'm lucky. Only lost a few shingles. Didn't lose power, didn't lose any antennas, and I feel pretty blessed.
Yeah, mine was so minor, it's not really worth mentioning. I had a lot of stuff flying around, leaves and stuff, and a few small limbs, but nothing else. I'm just thankful because I got 2 big trees in the backyard, and I don't want them coming down.
Well, I remember a bunch of years ago, there was a big snowstorm, and we were without electricity for about a week. And I had a finished out basement, had a big fireplace, and I'm lucky because everything was electric, and we did stay warm, and we did have food, but that's pretty miserable being without electricity.
Yeah, but good man can take it.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it couldn't. It's just very inconvenient.
Oh, it is. When we lost that power for 5 days after that tornado whipped through my neighborhood, I actually, how rough it was. I had to go down to the McDonald's at Providence to get coffee.
Now, you couldn't make coffee on the grill or something in the backyard?
That would mean no. I could have, I guess, but I don't actually. Do I have a? Yeah, I didn't think about that really. It was easier to go to Providence because even the power was out for the McDonald's right here in the corner of my, on the north side of the interstate.
Yeah, I will admit I was the Mapco, got my coffee.
Yeah, no, it's just funny. I could have done that, but that would have meant even working harder.
Well, thanks for doing the net, Paul. Appreciate it, and I'll let you get on with it. I don't have anything else. KG4ILV.
Very good, Jack in Donaldson. KG Kilo Go for India Lima Victor. Who else is east, north, or west?
K4FHY, Paul in Old Hickory.
Paul, I missed part of that. I think your call is Kilo 4 Foxtrot Hotel Yankee, or is there another digit in there?
Try Whiskey Alpha 4.
So I was missing 2 digits. Sorry about that, Paul.
I've heard tells of you missing a few.
Oh yeah. I have to think about my own call.
Oh yeah, I understand.
No, how's it going up at your end of the earth?
Quite well. See that, or I hear that the weather's been in the conversation this evening. I was without power for just 7.5 hours, and the beams are all pointing together, but they're about 35 degrees anti-clockwise from where they were supposed to be. So a someday project now will be to go out and turn them back around.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now so the brakes on the rotors don't help.
I don't think it was in the rotor. I think well, you don't know, but anyway, mine is just mounted on the deck on a piece of thick wall conduit. So I don't know if the whole rotor and antennas
rotated on that pipe, or if the mast that the antennas are mounted on rotated in the rotor.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, well, high winds can do a lot of things that you don't expect them to with mechanical stuff.
Oh, roger that. I've got to report something I saw earlier this evening. Oftentimes, I'm not doing anything else. I'll have the receiver tuned to 50.313. So I was piddling around here in the shack and eventually looked back at the log, and would you believe that I see that our friend up the road, N4 quick walking zebra, gave a minus 16 dB report and got it confirmed. Apparently, I could only hear his side from VK4 Whiskey Tango November, and earlier I see that he worked VK4 Mike Alpha.
And then when had he done this?
It's at 0016 UTC just a few hours ago.
Oh wow, on 6 meters. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Well, good conditions can do some really good things, if you're paying any attention,
Oh well, I had other fish to fry. I'm not amazed that I didn't hear the far end of the conversation.
How far away was he from you?
He's up in Greenbrier, so that's what, I don't know, 25, maybe 30 miles max.
Yeah, I was listening after the 10-meter net. I think it was Sunday night. Yeah, it was Sunday night, and I was monitoring the 415 frequency, and there was a net started in the greater, well, it's state of Washington, it was Seattle area. They called it something else. I forget what they called it, but they were getting on a net, and the signals were clear. It was just as if they were doing a net out of, Lebanon. That's how good they were to me. And I was going to check in, and then they were busy, and I didn't want it. It wasn't that important to me. But I heard another guy check in from Kentucky, but I didn't hear him. It's so funny. He's just 50 miles, 75 miles away from me. I can't hear him, but I can hear the guys in Seattle. Perfect.
Wow, hey, that's something I forgot to tell you. Let me take just a moment to do that now. I went down to Dalton a couple of weekends ago, and I saw a table for a Simplex club down there, and I got distracted, which doesn't take much, and never got around to getting back and talking to them. But anyway, they did have a table down there. I'm not sure exactly where they were from. Obviously, I'm sure it was somewhere in the immediate area, though.
Yeah, I'll check it out because there's a Simplex club in Alabama. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there's a few out there. They just they haven't. A lot of them haven't been around as long as we have. Maybe they have. I just don't know of any that have been as active as ours and as frequent as ours. Because as you know, we're doing about, like, I don't forget. I have to count them up again. But we're doing 3, 4, 5, 3 or 4 or 5 different modes and 5 or 6 different bands.
Oh yeah, I see your weekly summary from time to time.
Yeah, it confuses me.
Oh well, anyway, thanks for doing the net, and let me quit tying it up.
All right, very good. That's Paul, and he is in Old Hickory. It's Whiskey Alpha for Foxtrot Hotel Yankee. And who else is east, north, or west?
KO for DFA.
Hey, John, what's up?
I got a new generator today. I'm pretty excited.
Oh, are you still out of power?
No, I missed it by a block, but we did the business decision to actually buy one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a good idea, I think. You can only have a battery that lasts so long.
Yeah, mine go about an hour and a half, and then we need power, but it's keep the freezers cold.
Yeah, the difficulty in generators, obviously, is be neat if you had a dual fuel, natural gas and gasoline. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I want gas because I don't expect to actually use this here and for a couple of days, but it will translate to the Airstream I want to buy maybe end of the year.
Very good. So, first you buy the generators. Then you go, let's see if we can get an Airstream to go with it.
I got the truck. Now I got the the generator, and next the Airstream. It's all in progress.
I got you. You know, when I was up in Hartsville some months ago, well, at least that was probably might be a year ago, there is an Airstream trailer sitting in a lot that it can't be pulled out of because a tree grew up in front of it. It looks like, and Airstreams are pretty serviceable, things. And if somebody saw that, I bet you they could make a go of that one. It's obviously fairly old.
Yeah, I'm not an investor on that one.
No, I just thought I'd mention. I got a kick out of it because I saw it. I went, oh my gosh, somebody could make good use of it because it's sitting in this little tiny lot between two buildings, and you wouldn't necessarily see it if you're driving down, driving up the road. I don't know if you're familiar with Hartsville, but there's a bank, an old bank on one corner. Right across the street is a hair place, a woman's hair place, and it's right behind that. In case anybody's interested.
Mine needs to be move-in ready. I have a nice girl who likes nice things, and I would not disappoint her.
Oh no, I'm with you. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, she's let's put it this way. She thinks roughing it is Holiday Inn Express.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Anyway, anything else for the net, John?
No, just my generator. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, that's great. How much was it, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
What's that?
How much was the generator?
It was a bit much. It was $2,400, 3,000 watts, Honda, supposed to last 20 years. I buy stuff to hold stuff.
Oh no, that would be. It's funny you said that Honda because that is, of all the generators that I've heard in that size, that range for our kind of use, Honda's the nicest.
They really do a great job.
Oh, I'd say so. Oh my gosh, and they're quiet.
52 dB, and I plugged the refrigerator into this, and it didn't even phase it. But 57 is your worst case.
Huh. Wow, that's nothing. Anyway, very good, John. That was Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Foxtrot Alpha, and he's over in Hermitage. Who else is west?
KO4, okay.
Hello, Roy. Where you been, man?
We're the world famous KO4, okay. Just out and about, man. And I'm on the mobile. Thought I'd give you a shout out.
Oh, very good. Where are you mobiling?
I'm about back to my QA. We're about back home but I was just over there by the river.
Oh, okay. You must have been flying.
Well, yes, close. Flying, it's the wrong kind. I was over by Yazoo.
Oh, very good. Anything else for the net, Roy, Mr. Mobile?
I just want to give you a shout out, man, and say howdy doody. Hope all's well. And got a dance comp next week, so I'm on the business side.
All right. Well, very good. Don't hurt yourself. You're not the young sprout you used to be.
True enough. Anyway, back to the net. KO4OK. Dance man out.
Yeah, very good. That's Roy from Madison. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Kilo Echo. The reason I mentioned that, Roy competes in international dancing contests. Anyway, who else is west, north, or east? Anybody west, north, or east? How about south?
Kilo Echo 4, Yankee Victor.
Very good, Larry. Glad you're hanging in there. Doing okay down there?
Yeah, man, we're doing all right, but I thought the Southern Hemisphere had just fell off on Earth.
Why is that?
It took so long to get to it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we started in the east, and it's 44 minutes into the hour, so I appreciate you hanging in there. As long as everything's going well. Nothing else for the net?
No, well, we're just getting you forward fluffy.
Very good. That's Larry. Kilo Echo 4. Wrote down the K. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. And his name is Larry, and he does the D-Star nets on Saturday night that start at 7:15. Who else is any place, including South? Very good. Got you in there, David. A little rough. A lot of noise on the band tonight.
Yeah, I hate to talk to everybody else that standing there on the thing, but I had a fancy bad thing on that. I must have something going on here.
Yeah, I didn't catch a lot of that. The noise really gets nasty on this first sign. Farther out somebody is, the worse. If close in, they're full quieting. Farther away, like where you are, 30 miles, it's really rough.
Yes. Well, again, I said I may have I'll be taking it up in a 3 days. Say the morning doesn't
Very good. That's David. He's in Reedyville, Kilo, India 4, November, Delta, November. Who else is south? Or anywhere? Any lollygaggers, sandbaggers, or lurkers? Well, that usually drags out Scott, but he's not there. Anybody else? Please come down. All righty. We had a whopping, hold on. A whopping 19. I think that's right. No, that was 20. I thought we got down into the teens. Anyway, that's 20. Check it. That's 20. We normally have more than that. We've had as many as 54, but that's a rough night. Okay, we're going to move right over to 70 centimeters, and then immediately following that, we'll be on 6 meters. I'm sorry, on 10 meters, 28.415. So 446, 415, 446, 415. We'll see how noisy it is there, but usually it's quiet. K4 PW. See you there. This is K4 PW Net Control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Net. Looking for check-ins from the east on 70 centimeters, 446, 415. Please come now east. Or north.
84 VUW.
Hey, you sound great, Carolyn. In fact, it's a little quieter than before.
I'm surprised you hear me. You're just breaking the squelch up here. I've got a bead that's lighting up on the display.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad we got you. Now you sound really good, nice and quiet. Come back one more time. Let me look at the what do you call it? The gauge here.
Okay, it's 35 watts. That's all this the radio will do over 70 centimeters. Anyway, KD4 VW and it's transmission. Let somebody else check in.
Yeah, very good. No, you're not even coming up on my signal strength report, but I still have a good audio. Who else is east or north?
WV0NO.
Hey, very good. Which antenna is this on there, Mark?
This is on the diamond.
Okay, very good. No, it's good. Nice and quiet. That's Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar, Mark in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north? Anybody else east or north? Oh, there's nobody out east today. Who else is east, north, or west?
KM4YRF.
Yeah, see, Rick can't even check in on 70 centimeters, can he?
No, he doesn't even have a radio that will do that.
Oh, man, he's old school, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. KM4YRF, Mike, in just west of Nashville Airport. Who else is, it's good, and they're real quiet, too, real nice. I mean, the signal's good, but nice and quiet. Who else is west?
KG4 ILV.
Yeah, very good. You're copying everybody so far there, Jack?
Yeah, the first one, you I guess was east. I couldn't hear.
Oh, no, that was Carlin up there in, what do you call it? Bethpage.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, he had no signal strength to me, but I had an audio on. Anyway, that's Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
All right, very good. Got you in there, Greg. You sound good.
Yeah, it sounds good tonight.
Yeah, no, nice and quiet on 70 centimeters. Who else is west? That was, by the way, it was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Greg in Antioch. Who else is west? West or south? West, south, or anywhere. We'll take Kentucky, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas, including Kentucky. Got nothing. Very good. We had a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 check-ins. Not too many, but we'll take what we can get. And we're going to move right over to 50.135. And we'll see you there. K4PW 50.135. Mike, if you would pronounce that again over at 415.
Will do, Hulk. KM4YRS.
By the way, that was 28.415. I might have said 50.135. It was 28.415.
Should have maintained.
This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey with the 28.415 Simplex Net here. Looking for check-ins on lost my pencil. Here we go. Go ahead. From the east, please come down. From the north. From the west. Got nothing from anywhere?
Yeah, you announced 50.135 instead of 28.415.
Yeah, I came back and said I corrected it, but I think everybody left. I just did it almost came back at the same time.
Yeah, I think Mike announced it afterwards. I got everybody getting in.
Anybody else over here?
KG4ILV, I'm over here.
Ah, very good. Everybody should know it's 28.415, and I'm just in La La Land. All right, anybody else? That was Jack, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Who else is any place, anywhere? Hey, hold on. Let me go to 50.135 and get people to change if they're over there.
I will.
Oh. I really can't be here because nobody can hear me with this antenna. I have to go to the other antenna, so I'm not on the right antenna. So if you'll announce it there for me, please, to go to 2415. Is there anybody else out there? Hear anybody else out there, Greg? Jack, are you out there? Okay, I'm that guy. We're going to 28.415. K4P, dude. This is K4PW looking for check-ins on a 28.415. Anybody else out there, please come in. I may be hearing somebody, but I can't tell who it is. Is that you, Greg? Man, you're really down in the dirt today. Yeah, I think there's some bad atmospheric issues today with both 2 meters and 10 meters. Yeah, you are a little better. Yep, sound much better. Anybody else out there, please come down.
Hey, by the time I got to 6 meters, you guys were gone.
Oh yeah, well I couldn't hear anybody, and I don't think Greg could hear either.
I could hear you guys, but I had to go around back and swap my antennas.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. I realized I couldn't just automatically go to 6 because the antennas. Yeah, I have to go out and switch them, and it takes time.
Are we going to do a 220 net?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
All right, we'll see you there. Anybody else out there on 10 meters? Anybody, any plays? Man, what a crappy night this has been. K4, not really crappy, just crappy with reception. All right, we're going over to 223.415. We'll hear, well, on 223, we'll hear him in a minute, won't we?
Yeah, I mean, we have the 10 meter and 6 meter. He's normally on there, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he's got 10 meters. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he has that antenna up. All right. We'll find out in a minute if we hear him over on 223 for one fun.
Sounds good. Steady for 10 meters.
All right, closing this portion of the net, K4PD. Yeah, they did have me some traveling music. This is K4PD. Looking for check-ins on 223 415. Very good. Got you in there, Carlin. Kilo Delta 4. I'll get it right here in a second. Kilo Delta 4. Man, game keep it straight in my head. Victor Uniform Whiskey. That's what it is. All right, very good. Who else was in there? Very good. Got you in there, Greg. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo, Greg, and Antioch. Who else is there? All right, KG4ILV. That's Jack and Donaldson. Who else is on 220? Not hearing Michael. Also, I think I told you, Tony lost his antenna the other day during that storm. Oh, wow. Yeah, bent his mast right over and that messed that up. Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't think he was just stout enough, and it should have been, he had enough relatively small mast up in the air that probably should have been guide. All right, anybody else out there on 220? Anybody on 220? Please come in. W4 EBX, got him in there. Where are you, man? You're really low. Okay, very good. That's Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray. Brings up number 5. Who else is in there tonight besides Eddie? Anybody else typing Eddie? Oh, cool. He's known in the marketplace as full strength Eddie. Who else is any place anywhere? Jack, were you copying Eddie? It's odd. He had a low signal to me, but maybe that's part of the problem. Going west, it might be a problem for him. Or today, it might be a problem. Who else? Anybody anywhere? No, that's a good reason. Well, how much power are you running now? Jack, were you copying Eddie that time? Yeah, well, that's because he hooked up his antenna. Yeah, it's very helpful to the radio, too. Anybody else? We got 5 people in here tonight. K4PEW and myself, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. That's Carlin up in Bethpage. And Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, Greg and Antioch. And Kilo Delta 4 Indian Lima Victor, which is Jack and Donaldson, and Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X. Anybody else out there? Hey, you sound great. Hey, by the way, Carlin, you still there? Are you hearing everybody tonight?
Barely heard one check in after Antioch. I barely heard him. I could tell somebody was talking, but I couldn't make out what they were saying.
Okay, so that was Jack and Donaldson. So you can't hear Donaldson.
I do have a S5 on here.
Yeah, hold on one there, Carlin. Who else was in there? Was a double. Who is that?
Jack's in there.
Jack, was that you? No, he couldn't hear you. No, he could hear you. You were the only one he heard besides me, but he couldn't hear what you were saying. Yeah, very good. Hey, Eddie, when you say you're on, you did throw me a curve when you said you were using a horizontal antenna, and I'm thinking, why would he have a horizontal wire antenna on 220? Then I realized you meant a beam.
Yeah, I've got a 3/8 log periodic. One of them is horizontal.
No, it sounds good. You're doing real well to me, of course, and you're not that far away.
Okay, well, this is on my dual band common.
Oh yeah, it's doing great. And I'm on a tri-band Comet. That's that 220, 70, and 2 meter.
I'm jealous.
Ah, yeah, it's a nice antenna. It just doesn't have the gain that the Diamond X700 has for 2 meters.
Yeah, I'll need to get me a thing set.
You don't need an X700 where you are.
That could be true. Don't forget Oklahoma this week.
Yeah, that's right. Oklahoma. By the way, you can't handle an X700.
That's true.
No, it's too good a signal. It really is, and it's a lot of money. So whatever. Hey, listen, we're independently poor anyway. Yeah, right. Who else is out there besides Eddie and Jack and Greg and Carlin and me? Anybody else? Is anybody copying anybody? No, I'm leaving. I leave the squelch open, and I'm hearing nothing. I'm not even hearing anybody trying to break squelch. You know, sometimes you can just hear it, but there's nobody talking. All right, well, very good. Appreciate all the check-ins, and we had a little messed up night, but I'm not sure it's conditions or just I don't know. Having only 20 and then 3, 4, 5 on 70 centimeters. That's rough. I know why we had screwed up on 10 meters and 6 meters, but that would kind of be normal if you only have 20 people checking in. You know? Anyway. Everybody have a good night. I'll close out the net and we'll get better at K4P. They had fun jumping around looking for everybody. Nah, it's all good. That's why. Whoop, I forgot to turn off the YouTube. You don't want to hear me swearing.